Hello, it's Colette. This is a kind of video about my crystals, and I've just put them all out, and I'm intrigued to find out that I had so many. This is part of my shamanic series on things to gather. So I'm just going to show you that these are the ones that go in my little Buddha bag, and they're the ones that I call my working crystals. We'll go back over them in a wee minute. Next along are quite personal ones as well, ones that have been used and also have just been cleansed. And this little plate over here is odds and ends and things that I would maybe reach for. There's mixtures of things. I can even see the end of a wee bit off a computer in there. But that's relevant because if we need to do anything that needs a bit of technology in it, any rituals or whatever, then there's a wee bit that can represent technology. So, right, let's have a wee look. Here we go. You see there's quite a few rune stones mixed in. Again, I use crystals for healing work. I also use them for magical purposes, so there's various runes that I would reach for if I was doing something. So we've got a few runes. We've got some sodalite there, green calcite. I don't know the names of all the crystals out there. I'm not a crystal practitioner. And if you did want to learn about crystals, it would be good to go to a qualified practitioner because they'll, inform you. But I'm self-learned. Some runes, Higlas Svelu, amber, a few wee bits of fool's gold and pyrite, a lovely bit of labradorite. These here don't look like much, but they're Apache tears. Very, very special crystals. They help people release tears, maybe if people have been bereaved. And there's a lovely story about Apache tears, which I'll put up at one point. When you wet them, they shine. They're obsidian in ore, and there's a lovely story of how they help people to release tears. A few wee bits of malachite, aventurine. Favourite, I've got it everywhere. In fact, my big one I haven't actually got out, but this is citrine. I'm actually wearing citrine in my thing around my neck at the moment, because I love citrine. And this heart is citrine, and when I used to do TV down in London, I needed some quiet confidence. And citrine gives you that. I mean, anybody that knows me as a person know I'm liable to say, hey, I have a bit of citrine. It gives a lovely, lovely energy. Sorry about the handshake. I'm just having one of those Sjogren's days where hands are shaky. Probably not the best time to do this video, but if I don't do it, then it won't get done. So let's see. That's cat's eye. Let's see. A few marbles. The marbles are my children's marbles. I always think it's good to have sort of, even if it's like fake crystals in there, things that you would use magically. So the marbles are my kids from a long line, and there's a seashell. And then I want to continue down here. Again, favourite crystals are very much fluorite. I use fluorite to help me. Let's see. Oh no, that doesn't work. Right, I'll put that back down. Fluorite is a gorgeous crystal that is kind of purple and also turquoise, and it really, really allows you to open your third eye, so I like that as well. There's Legus as a rune, as I say, more labradorite. Oops, finger there. A button and a seashell. Again, remember these are for magical practices, so there's reasons that I would want a seashell, there's reasons I would want a button. Shouldn't say too much, but if someone's annoying you and you really want them to shut up, button them up. Use a button. But there you go. Just do it in a nice way. There's some other ones, white howlite, green calcite. I always forget the name of this one. I use it for rheumatic conditions, and it's one of the ones I use so much. It's red, it's lots of little flaws in it, but every time I go to say, and this is, it just goes. Right, piece of marble. This beautiful, these things are called lepidolite, I believe, and they're very, very good for allowing you to see the beauty in yourself. They're very reflective, very gorgeous crystals, but they are very flaky, so you have to watch that they don't flake off and get them in your eye. More seashells, pink quartz, green calcite. I use this a lot for healing, and when I first got it, it was completely green with no dark stuff in it. But I kept it separate from other crystals because some crystals can leach into one another, but this one, the more I used for healing, the more it took in this dark colour. And although I've cleansed it time and time again, it doesn't seem to want to lose it. But it's a brilliant crystal. And then lots of pale quartz, pink quartz, iron pyrites again. Fool's gold is very, very good to give to people that you think need a wee reminder that the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and that there's, what they've got is good, to strive for things for the right reason, not for wealth, but for health and for joy and for family. So it's not a bad thing if you feel that your ego's gone up a wee bit to carry a wee bit of fool's gold. We're down to more lepidolite. This is citrine. That, I think, yeah, that's citrine too. Couple of jade earrings that fell apart, so I use them for the jade. These are hematite rings. Very, very strong, strength-giving crystals. But what they do, if you wear them, is if you actually, smash your hand on anything, they will smash. So although they're rings and they look like metal, they're actually crystals, so they break. And we've got pink quartz, white howlite, blue lace agate. Further up, I'm just going round here. More runes, amethyst. Oh, this is lovely. This is a great crystal. I love it. It's honey calcite. It's really got a lovely feel about it. Whenever I cleanse it, it never seems to have any negative energies or it never seems to drain. It's always got a sense of upbeat kind of joy about it, and I absolutely love it for that. Here we've got some sunstone in an axe head, a few agates again, and that's them round there. As I say, that big heart is something my girls bought for me, which used to be bright orange, and as I say, this is just odds and sods, more of the same that I wouldn't carry with me, but are nice to have for, handing to someone if they need things. So that's the plate that goes up high on top of my altar. Some of these ones are in it, others are used to decorate. But these ones here that are below the Buddha bag are my essentials for healing and magic, and I do absolutely adore them, and I use them very, very often. This wee one up here, I can't really see. It's, again, I think it might be moldavite, I'm not sure. It's a piece of a star, and it's really quite rare, and it's almost like see-through green. It actually gives me a sore head. Let's see if I can get this in more light for you. Not really working. Yeah, maybe. But it's so powerful that it just gives me a sore head. So, what would I say starters for crystals would be for you? Labradorite, and you can go and look up what these all mean or ask someone. Sorry about my hands again, the shake. Always fluorite. always fluorite. It's amazing for opening up your third eye. Pink quartz, green calcite, a wee bit of honey calcite, turquoise, that's a beautiful crystal. Definitely citrine. Lepidolite only if you're not going to put it in your eye. White highlight, green calcite, aventurine, and again, if I had to choose one crystal, one type of crystal, it would be citrine. It does wonders for me. I just adore it. It's this sort of happy, confident, joyful crystal, and if I had only one to choose from, I think that would be it. Right, there's a wee bit of amber down there. I don't know if I mentioned that. Oh, and I've also got some moonstone that I use for fertility aspects, along with some seashells as well. So there you go. Now I had at one point had far more crystals than this, and I gave them away, or I realised that I wasn't using them, and because I'm not a crystal therapist, what I do is I like things to be portable, so I have chosen things that I know I would use, and as I say, it's only this lot here in this line that go in the wee picture bag, and the rest are all stationary in the house and there to be used if I want to. And sometimes I'll change things in my bag, but mainly I have my favourites. So gather. It's time now to start picking up wee crystals. There's lovely New Age shops out there. Most New Age shops will be careful where they get their crystals from. So they're always a good bet, although they tend to be a wee bit more expensive than maybe online. But support your local New Age shop as well. I've just discovered we've got a new one opened next to me, so I'm aiming to go down there when I feel a wee bit better and my legs are working a wee bit better. So yeah, so that's my crystals. I'll probably show you feathers and show you my working chest and all those things, because people have been asking for this a lot, because people sometimes with the magical path just don't know where to start. And I think one of the most beautiful things to start with is your crystals. And learn what they feel like to you. And if you know someone that knows a lot about crystals, then ask. And with that, I hope you've liked this crystal. I hope you've liked this video. I know it's a bit mad, a bit shaky, but give me a thumbs up if it's something you'd like to see more of, or leave a comment so that I know whether to keep going with this one or not. And I'm very blessed to have all these crystals. I'm also blessed to have this phone I can record on, and I'm very blessed to have anybody that's watching it. So many blessings from a very sunny Clyde Valley today, and lots of love from me. Many blessings. And I'll say Colette from Colette, but I think when I've got my magical tools out, I like to say from Grandmother Winds of the Earth. Bye now.